Is the grass always greener on that other side? That is a question that business people need to ask themselves and answer, because they normally neglect the existing customers for the sake of those customers that are yet to become real customers to their businesses. And this is the same thing that we even see in families, that once someone has settled down, they start seeing other, if it is a man, they start seeing or thinking that other ladies out there are more beautiful than their wife. So once you understand the concept of customer lifetime value, you'll be able to avoid these pits. And this is a business concept that every business owner needs to understand, that what value will I get in the long run from dealing with this customer. Allow me to touch something on the Bible, that we know of a case about Jacob. She wanted so much to marry Rachel and not Leah. But Laban, who was the father of these two beautiful girls, actually forced him to first marry Leah and then marry Rachel. And he had to work 7 years for each. But the long story short is this, that at death, Jacob actually insisted that he would want to be buried next to Leah and not next to Rachel, the love of his life. Why? Because after dealing with the two ladies, it is Leah that gave him the most value. And every business, it is the same story. Sometimes the customers that you feel they will bring you the most value, they end up being loss-making customers. And therefore, how do you get to understand and implement the concept of customer lifetime value? And it's the same thing, even in our homes. I don't know whether you have ever gone to a homestead with a friend and then you realize there are two siblings. One is successful, the other one is not very successful. And their parents, they prefer the one who is more successful. He's given better, he's more preferred. And you see the other person who is not very successful is discriminated against. Is because even the parents, they have considered this concept of customer lifetime value. Which of my two sons gives me the most value? If the other one does not send anything, even does not get good favors compared to the other one. The same thing about business. Look at it even when we go to banking. You'll see most of the people, most bank customers, they bank in the normal hall. But those people who are high net worth customers, they have their own special halls where they are provided with the chairs, they are provided with tea. So customer lifetime value. To help me uncover and unpackage this beautiful, wonderful concept, I will use the 3 A's. One is attract, acquire, and appreciate. Attract, acquire, and appreciate. I start with attract. Before you can even think of the customer lifetime value, you must attract that customer to visit your premises, to visit your shop, to engage with you. Think of it like this, that even flowers or plants, when they want to attract bees and pollinating agents to come and pollinate their flowers, they have to bring forth very beautiful flowers. Some flowers are color red, others blue, others green. And once they shine like that, they attract bees, they attract birds. So your business also needs to find a way of attracting customers. Is it the nice building that you have? Is it the beautiful location? Is it the nice products that you are selling that every other person once is attracted with what you are selling? If you are an online person and you are doing a content creation, are you coming up with a good content that is attracting people? So the concept of attraction is very key. Some businesses do many things to attract customers to their businesses. Some market, some do advertising, but the bottom line is, before you even think about creating or getting value from a customer, you need to attract them to come to you. The second A is to acquire. I don't know whether you have ever visited a hotel. The hotel, from the appearance, the aesthetics, is very attractive. You get inside, and the table, the arrangement is very inviting. But now, when the waiter comes and you try to place an order, this waiter does not even smile to you, does not even say hi to you. It's like they are forcing you to make an order in a very unfriendly manner. So somehow you feel it gets you off. Then a meal or an order that would have taken 5 minutes, it takes 30 minutes to be delivered. So the question is, yes, the hotel had invested so much in attracting you as a customer, but are they able to acquire you? And this is where the business owners need to be very keen, because sometimes the business owner, they invest so much in their business, the location, buying the most expensive machines, and even hiring very qualified people. But hiring qualified people is different from hiring motivated people. If the people that you have put to serve in your business are not motivated, even if you have invested so much and you have even bought state-of-art machinery, or even the building is a state-of-art, you will not be able to succeed in business, because the acquisition stage is the most important. You can make a proposal and you can attract people. People come to your premises, but the question is, are you able to acquire them and make them happy and make them to come again and again in your business? Because businesses do thrive not because of the customer who is because businesses thrive not because of stray customers, but because of loyal customers, repeat customers, the one that they can do anything to ensure that they keep coming to purchase from your business. The third A is about appreciate. We have discussed about the concept of attract, then acquire, and the third one is appreciate. If the one of appreciation is the one that most companies they go wrong. I don't know whether you have ever gone to a matatu stage and the tout is all over you, convincing you to board the matatu. And once you are seated and relaxed, actually you realize that you are even passenger number one, and you thought that the matatu was ready to leave the stage. And you ask the conductor or the tout what is happening. They are usually very rude. They are busy attracting other people or other potential passengers inside the bus. But now the question is, if they do business like that they are attracting, they are acquiring, but they are not able to appreciate, and therefore they lose. Because for me, most cases, if I board a matatu and then the tout is not very friendly, I am asking questions, why are other people leaving, and he doesn't answer me, I also leave. So because of lack of proper understanding of this concept of customer lifetime value, the touts are usually more interested with the incoming tenants, and they don't give you so much attention once they have already converted you to be a customer. But have they really converted you to be a customer? You can still exit. Look at it like this about a landlord. A landlord has a beautiful apartment in Klimani, and this apartment goes for 100,000 as rent per month. Now, the tenant who is occupying this apartment has been a very good tenant and has stayed there for some years. And this tenant makes a proposal or a request to the landlord to repair for him a leak that is in the kitchen. And this repair would cost about 5,000. But the landlord does not want to appreciate this customer. He actually refuses to do what? To repair this leak. The customer, or the tenant in this case, is agitated, very angry, and decides to vacate the premises, to vacate this apartment. This landlord would then take about 2 to 3 months before getting another tenant. 2 to 3 months, and we said that rent per month is 100,000. So if this apartment is vacant for about 3 months, that's a loss of 300,000. And this is a loss that could have been avoided if the landlord was keen on appreciating the tenant that was already there. He would have only spent 5,000 to repair the leak and avoid losing 300,000. So it is very important for business owners to understand it is less expensive to retain and maintain an existing customer as opposed to attracting a new customer. So for your business to thrive, always ensure that appreciating, and we see brands appreciating customers. If it is Safaricom, the more you talk, the more bonga points they give you. And these bonga points at the end of the day, you can translate them into a phone or into more talk time. Most supermarkets, they give coupon rates, which is something similar to bonga points. When you buy something from a supermarket, they give you some points that when you accumulate more points, you can easily exchange those points for products from the same shop. And you can think of many other organizations that either give discounts to their loyal customers. And this is a concept about customer lifetime value. Once you understand this concept very well, you will actually be very categorical in ensuring that you retain and you give good treatment to the existing customers, because even the proverb says that a bird in hand is worth two in the bush. But most people don't want to use that concept. They usually think that grass is always greener on that other side.